Hello,
Alright,
can I be heard?
This is work.
It's working. Hello, hello, hello.
This is work as well. Hello, hello, hello. Recording? Okay, sige. Okay,
Let's go.
so this is so weird. Ako po tayo sa side.
It's fine. Miko
Yes.
was on the proper chairs.
It was like in a garden property. But this is different. Okay, we're in a coffee shop sitting in a floor. Okay, so
I've never
we're
had
gonna
this
start-
experience in my life.
I found that he was a rapper when he first introduced himself on the first day of school. And it was pretty unique to have a rapper in our class. And I wanted to know his backstory of becoming a rapper in a music production. So please all welcome Gian. Hello, Gian.
Here's the thing. Funny you mention that because only a few years ago did I ever think that I just wanted to say I want to become a rapper because here's the thing, I could not find anything I wanted to do with myself.
Yeah.
So I just thought, you know what's one thing I really like doing? What actually has a chance of, I'm not saying I want to have a make it, but at the same time,
Yeah.
what's something I really love doing? What's something that realistically can actually, make a living out of? It's like,
Yeah.
screw it, let's go rapping, why not?
I get you there. And it's pretty unique because I never really had a friend that raps. I only have friends who make music, like music productions, but a rapper, it's very unique. So when I was going to interview some students and officers, I was like, let's hop Gian in the train. And he immediately said yes when I asked them. So yeah, we're here.
He just came up behind me one day. That makes it sound like it was predatory, but no, he just came up behind me and was like, hey, do you want to come on WavyTalks? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yep, and we're here. But yeah, it was pretty great to invite you, and I'm thankful because after weeks of planning, we're here and it's in a much more designated spot. And
Right.
I'm happy. So yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and start with your question.
Right.
So here's the first question that I want to ask you. So what made you want to become a rapper? So it's because again, it is very unique.
Right. So here's the thing. Like I said, I didn't know what to do with myself.
What age were you at that time?
I've always liked rap. No, when I hit 12, that's when I realized I was a fan of the genre. I was a fan of the art form, the culture, the music, yada yada yada. And then in 7th grade, I performed at an open mic with a friend. Shout out Jonathan Virai. If you ever somehow come across this,
You're gonna
see it,
see
dude.
it.
But we did an open mic thing, and someone came up to me. They said, you should try, you did really good at that open mic. Why don't you just try pursuing this? I kept that as a joke in the back of my mind, but I always just really liked doing it. And in not 4th grade, sorry, that's...
Oh, so you
I don't
started
know.
early.
No. When I said 4th grade, I meant when I was 14, in the 8th grade.
I thought I said 4th grade.
Yeah, because this happened in the 7th grade, but in 8th grade, not really an open mic per se, but it was some poetry English thing. So it was I thought, I'm never going to be able to get an open mic until the classes come back, and I don't know if they ever will. So I decided to write some not music, there's just an a cappella verse.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have, I think there's a video, the Facebook video stream of me doing that still. It's still up somewhere. But yeah, that's really dove my hand into writing, and my first influences of course were Eminem and stuff, but then I moved on to my main influences right now are Lloyd Banks of previously G Unit,
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, definitely one of the goats. What else? Who else? As much as some of his more recent music, I'm not the biggest fan of. Definitely Cassidy.
Oh.
Some of these names, some people won't even hear of or know, but those were my definite influences when it comes to rapping and setting up punchlines and whatever.
I get you there.
It's definitely writing mostly.
Yeah, I get you there. But to be honest, very crazy that you started at 14 at rapping. That was
Technically 13
or 13. You're grade 7.
Yeah, I
At a
am.
very young age, you started rapping.
Yeah,
and it's amazing because again, we never had a rapper like this before. I was like, a rapper, and then introduced yourself. I was like, okay, that's awesome. Then we got closer and things like that.
Yeah.
But since you did tell yourself in life, obviously growing up as a rapper for the past few years, obviously you have interest has changed. Not
bit,
really.
yeah.
Well, not really interest has changed, but you want to try something else or something new.
Right.
Have you ever tried anything music related besides rapping?
Aha. So here's the funny thing, right? You know what's this is another main factor. I didn't rap. I started rapping.
Yeah.
Because when I hit 4th grade, I realized, damn, I can't sing for nothing.
Like normal singing.
I tried that because in 3rd grade, here's another thing about me. In 3rd grade, there's this little talent show. Not talent show. It was this thing where you were supposed to sing a song right in front of the whole band. I did Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
Oh.
And then there's video evidence of me doing that still. I hope people forgotten about that, because over the years, number one, I've come to hate that song for two reasons. Number one, that performance, and number two, I just don't like the song anymore. But then like I tried, okay, if this ever happens again, I want to sing again. And then I realized I tried singing songs, and you're like, this isn't working out. So I decided, you know what, rapping, it's more in your natural voice. It's more structure and form instead of actual raw singing talent per se.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, it's still music I love. It's not as grueling on my voice.
Yes.
I guess the grueling part of rapping compared to singing is your breath control compared. I mean, there's still breath control with singing,
True.
but breath control compared to singing is like you have to time your words, or else you'll audibly be heard breathing.
Oh yeah. True.
You're trying to make yourself sound smooth on the microphone, right? So with singing, it's more strained.
Yeah.
This one, it's a little bit more relaxed, but it's it's more. What's the word? Technical, let's call it.
Ah, yeah. So you tried to sing back then, and it didn't work out. So you switched over to rapping, and that's when you found your perfect chance. I get you there, actually. Yeah. There's a lot of things that we wanted to try, but it turned out it didn't work out. But hey, it's fine because you found the one that you absolutely love, and it's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's pretty awesome that you tried something else.
Yeah.
But here's the next question. Since you've released your recent single,
So here's
I Am Become Death.
It's not my
awesome
song. It is. I am a part of the song. It's not
or featured.
Yeah, it is a feature. It's not technically my song.
Yeah.
But the song itself is produced by my friends over at Nextel. Shout out to the guys. I was just really lucky to be a feature on them. I'm thankful for the opportunity they gave me, of course.
Yeah.
But it's
awesome.
also
It's awesome.
It's
the rap part blew me off.
Yeah, he sent me a clip one night. It's like, yeah, watch this, and I'm like, I only watched it the next morning because you had sent it. I think this was either on a weekday. No, this is not on a weekday. I don't remember, but like it was some day. I woke up really late. It's one of my this was during December break, where I was sleeping all the way until 2 p.m. So I only really woke up and watched that part then. But it was like you were extremely surprised, almost very impressed. Even everyone was saying that. And not to toot my own horn, it's like, it's okay. I think I've written better verses, but it's like, thanks.
Also, you wrote the whole verse by yourself?
Yeah, no, listen, when my verses, here's the thing, I never, when it comes to verses specifically, or things I'm gonna say, I never let anyone else write for me, with the exception of maybe a chorus, because I can't write choruses for anything.
I get you there.
Because I'm just just straight line after line. That's what I do.
Yeah, I get you there. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I songwrite as well, but not the fast ones, because those were the hardest ones. But I do sometimes quote unquote songwrite as well. But since you have been featured in a song, in a recent song, how many songs have you produced or featured in?
You know what? Matter of fact, that is technically my very first one. That is technically
the first one.
Technically, that's the first main thing. That's the first time I've ever even gone under my stage name, TG the Third. By the way, you know what it is.
Para tayong wawawin dito. Ang daming shoutout.
No, but you know what I mean, though. That's my first one, and I plan to do many more. If God forbid, hopefully I'll be able to do so, right?
Yeah, through there. But yeah, I never knew that was your first song that you quote unquote produced or featured in, because I thought you had more, you just weren't really sharing it. But now I found out that it's your first single. So that's pretty awesome how you got featured in. But hopefully in the near future,
hopefully, of course, right?
Yeah, possibly next year.
Hopefully
for the year ends. Christmas rap.
No, I mean, I've been known to do that for the past 2 years for the Christmas parties. So we need performances for the Christmas parties. I'll do it. Screw it. I did it in the 9th grade. I did it in the 10th.
Yeah, and you're gonna be playing your song in the Christmas party,
which is insane because people thought it's a very Halloweenish sounding song.
True, there, yeah.
And we didn't even mean it to be for Halloween because it's supposed to be for Open.
Yeah.
There's many references to that song. It's supposed to come out closer to that date, but due to issues, it was pushed all the way back. But it was a little happy accident because people now associate it with Halloween, which
actually, speaking of I Am Dead or I Have Become Dead, I haven't watched it ever since it came out because I wanted to save my reaction for it.
Right, you sent me that,
yeah. I was like, I can't do scripted reaction, so I was like, okay, I'm recording myself watching this, and then that's when it came all out. So since you have you been making songs lately?
See, of making songs itself, no, but always writing. I'm always writing, always thinking of lines, thinking of punchlines.
In your spare time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Like even like minutes before this, I'm always just thinking of a punchline to like write down. I can't say them right now, of course, because just sound whack. But I'm just always writing. I'm always thinking of lines and then just compiling them into verses.
Yeah, I get you there. But how's your life recently in the music production?
When it comes to music production, I don't. When I say, because here's the thing, when I hear the words music production, I feel like actually making music, making like the instrumentals, the beats, and all that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily do that per se.
Like
it's literally
writing.
just the writing. It's mostly the writing, right? That's my friend. He handles that.
Okay.
Big ups to him, and he's really talented. I'm when it comes to a verse and you want someone to lay it down for you, I'm that guy. When it comes to like actually making it, maybe I have lots to learn on that front. But when it's just like how my verse sounds, that's really just what I do. And if anything, you could still even say I won't say beginning stages because I'm still rapping and stuff. I'm doing pretty. I'd like to think I'm doing okay, but I'm mostly still learning how to reach certain flows, right? Hit certain pockets on beats, change my delivery up a little bit. Still trying, not really fundamentals, but like try to up my game when it comes to actual rap.
Yeah, so that's how your life is recently. Yeah, so you've been making music in your spare time, and that's awesome because you never know. You just might unexpectedly drop one.
Hopefully. No, here's the thing. I was never unexpected. I'd always be like, it's coming out. And then on the rare occasion that it doesn't come out. Not even rare. It's been pushed back for like easily a month. No, not easily a month. Like a week.
Yes.
At least like 3 weeks. Or 2 or 3 weeks, sorry.
Yeah.
And then like, I kept saying, oh, it's going to come out. I was like, okay, guys, it got moved and it's coming out. And then I was like, everyone was like thinking, is this really going to come out? Is it really? So I was like, I'm not going to say anything until it comes out.
Yeah.
Weeks later, finally comes out.
Get you there. So yeah, I totally get your side there. Yeah, that's awesome how your life is amazing recently in the music production. It's very awesome right now. So I have the next question for you. This is connected to your school and your school life, since again it's been hectic every day in school.
Right.
So how do you handle your music life and your school at the same time?
See, here's the thing. Here's one thing I don't necessarily like about myself. I am a massive procrastinator.
Aren't we all?
No, when I say like almost to the point where like, here's the thing about myself. I don't, when it comes to group works especially, I will limit my procrastination down to a limit because like I'll be affecting other people too.
Yes,
like, as much as possible, I don't want to do that. I've even been doing that lately, so that's why I was like, all right, I gotta stop. This is when I really gotta stop. So it's like, am I handling it? Barely. But like homework, I just, if I find a free day, I'm just going to dump all of that homework into one day, but usually some of them are a little bit late, blah, 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 blah. It's like, am I managing it? I guess. But for like music, because me and my friend, we mostly make music together. Like I even asked him to like make the beats for me, for me and stuff. So when I write, I just think of a verse, blah, 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 do it on the spot.
Oh.
And then that, we don't even have time for that anymore at the moment. But to be fair, I'm working off of their schedule. If I can, I usually ask them to make it for me.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, but he's not even had time to do that. So music stuff is always on hold, except when it comes to writing. Because writing, it's always catch me.
Perfect time you're in the Hume subject.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like people think like, oh, you like music? Why didn't you go A&D? Here's the thing.
I was gonna ask.
Right, so here's the thing. When it comes to actual music, like playing instruments, blah, 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 music production, I am as talented as a block of wood.
Oh, yeah. Since,
when
you wanted to just write.
Right, when it comes to writing, hey, I'm all for it. Just
because it's Hume's. You're all about writing.
Yeah, creative writing and such, right?
Yeah.
So
it's an equal. It's an equal there. But I understand you. Like you handle music and school at the same time with music on hold and then school. Obviously the top priority because it's been so stressful lately with all of the new stuff that we're doing. Hi guys, alam niyo na.
No, but like especially with the new token group project
more
class thing. Especially since I've just been made leader an hour ago or so. I have lots on my plate right now. Like even when this video comes out, I have lots on my plate. So we're going to be working on that for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to have to put a lot of things on hold for that.
I personally think I'm getting really overwhelmed. There's I'm just been experiencing some things in that group that I'm overwhelmed and scared, but gonna happen. Okay,
we'll manage it, people. We'll manage.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but school's been hectic. But to be honest with you, music is still in its priority. Pero since if you were to give an advice to a person who is starting a music career, what advice would you give them? Since again, music production.
Right. So here's the thing: if you love doing it, just do it.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't work out, like even if you think, okay, I'm at my end of my ropes, try at least some other avenues in it, right? So you're still involved in what you love doing,
Yes.
or at least find a little niche that you find yourself really comfortable in, and then stick to that until you get really, really good at that. And then once you get good at that, that's when I think you can start moving into different avenues. Because if you start all of them at once, I feel like number one, it's a bit overwhelming for one person to handle. Number two, it allows you to like master one thing and then just adapt that ability from the first thing into the second.
Yeah.
That's a really like I was watching an interview by like J. Cole one day,
Yeah.
because it was basically the same thing. What would you give the advice? And I feel like, why am I put in J. Cole's position right now?
Yeah, I get you there. But to be honest with you, somebody starting out, they will be pretty great on it soon. You will learn and learn, just like what I did for my strand. That's why I selected A&B, because I wanted to learn different things like drafting, photography, music production. But that was actually like a whole nother level. So right now I'm studying drafting and soon photography. So I totally get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you really want to do it, try and try. Don't give up on your dreams. If it's your dream to become a music producer,
Absolutely,
go
yeah.
for it. It's you're gonna achieve your dream, just like me being a director.
There you go. There you go.
In MSAT.
That's the
and,
truth.
Almost being the leader in that token thing.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. No, it was either, I'm surprised, like it was you, then it was Gian, shout out to Gian, and then eventually got dumped on Alaska, shout out to Alaska.
Yeah, and thankfully I wasn't the one, because again I would have gotten overwhelmed. But I don't really know how it's gonna happen, but we're gonna talk about it on Monday. I don't think we haven't even tried yet. Anyways, this is not school.
Yeah,
Not Gian. I don't know why we're talking about this.
No, it's cool though.
Okay, so since we are in the topic of our friendship, I love talking about this. If
Aw.
we're super close to the person,
Right.
I want to know our friendship. Like,
Right.
what is it really all about? Because
Right.
people might think I'm interviewing the stranger that I found on school. So again, not really. Like, I just want to know, because ever since I started WavyTalks, this is the main questions that I kept asking for almost a year now.
Right.
And some streamers I ask, some of them I don't. But yeah, so since we're talking about our friendship, I want to ask, how did we get to know each other?
Right.
You're answering that.
Right. So here's the thing, right? At first, I'll admit I was really closed off at the start of the school year, except for the introduction, because of course I did that, right?
Yeah.
For those who know, I'm surprised you guys remember. Actually, no. I feel like most of you would have remembered that, but for those who don't, I basically rapped in front of the class.
Yeah,
like
I did.
whatever that was. But then, like, at first, I just saw you like hanging around Yuki, who was supposed to be here, but he's not. But you know.
Yeah, okay.
Because I saw you hanging around Yuki, and then
Yuki?
yeah, you were like hanging around Yuki for a little bit.
Oh no, that was Nathan introducing me to Yuki.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then I was like, you were hanging around Yuki a lot. I was just sitting in the back of the class. And then I was on my usual routine, bug Yuki.
Okay.
Because I live for that. But like, and then you just started like walking up to me and then like, giving me massive bear hugs where I couldn't.
Me?
Yeah.
That was not the first thing.
Okay, no, that's not the first thing. That's not like the main thing. That was like started the friendship. I was like, we just like, actually, you know what? That may have been like the main thing, because like we were just talking like normally for a little bit, and then like it was mostly you just started with the massive bear hugs.
Why did I start talking to you? What was our first conversation?
I don't
even
remember. I think even the
Why
I think
did
the
I
bear
start
hug.
hugging this guy.
I think the hugs came first. Actually, I can't remember.
Did I?
think so.
No, because I remember, ako nang sumagot. I remember,
Yeah.
I was talking to Yuki.
Yeah.
And that's when I got closer to you.
Yeah.
When Yuki started at all, because if I didn't talk to Yuki, then this would have happened.
Right.
Pero I was focused on Mika, Yen, Ras, and Leslie at that time.
Okay. Yeah.
And then still Nathan. And
Yeah.
then after that, I was focused with Yuki now.
Right.
And then I think he was talking to you and I was just talking to you and things like that. So when that happened, I was like, I think because I was hugging Yuki and then I was now hugging you.
Yeah.
I think that's how it happened. I don't really know.
Yeah, because I also remember there what's the word? There were also like times where I just randomly stride up to Yuki
Yeah.
and he's just like eating lunch and you're eating lunch with him. It's like, hey, what's cracking, guys? What's for lunch? And I'd always just do that, and you
I
were kind
get
of just
it.
caught in it.
So yeah, that's how me and Gian got along from hugging. and the bear hugs were just
They
different.
just kept coming.
I just hug him doing like this, or just strangling him, or
There
things like
was
that.
one day I was just standing up in class. I was on my phone, and this man like runs up behind me and he swirls me around like he's like a massive stuffed toy. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? I was like,
Yeah,
and I was
I
like,
don't know
oh hey, wow, how's it
how.
going?
Like, I just literally just started hugging him, and then I was like, that's how we got close. And thankfully, he agreed on it. But to be honest, I don't remember if you watched the Q&A I did. That was like a 24-minute one.
Oh, I did watch that. Yeah,
But I did say that I think it was like describing you,
yeah.
the French. I think Gob asked this one. Gob's behind here, and like I think he asked me like rank Yuki.
No, that was me. That was me.
Oh,
I
yeah,
asked that. I asked
and
that.
you. Oh yeah.
No, yeah, but expect.
There's
I
a lot.
asked that. I asked
Yeah,
that.
and then I was like, oh yeah, Gian's like this type of person. Like whenever you're,
Short little stumpy man.
yeah, I remember the time where I was really sad because I was experiencing some schoolworks, and then I was just so sad that I just ended up hugging other people, and was crying in the classroom secretly.
Bruh, this is shit I don't even know.
Gian's there to just, I can hug anytime that I want, and every time I hug him, he just doesn't. He
I just
can't
don't
go
do
anywhere.
anything.
Like I just hug him and I'm like, you're here with me.
It's not like this was out of my control. I mean, it somewhat was, but I was like, I just kind of just let it happen.
Yeah, because I need it.
I just kind of let it happen.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. This is a daily occurrence.
I get you there. But what's your first impression to me? That's a question that I want to know.
See, at first, I usually don't have first impressions. My impression of you is if we get to know each other. That is the first impression.
Okay, well,
usually.
Do it now.
Usually, however, at first it was you were just hanging around Yuki. It's like, oh, you're one of Yuki's friends.
Yeah.
And then the hugging started. I was like, okay, this is gonna be an occurrence from now. And I think that was most of the first impression.
The hugging.
Yeah, it was. That
The
mainly
hugging
was
started
it.
it all.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
the hugging
really what it
started
was.
it all, and I'm happy that I kept doing it. But I have my first impression to you. Don't be offended.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I don't know why, but I told this to Mika like a really long time ago. But I got weirded out by you a little bit.
Why?
Because there's a time where he kept sending selfies in the GC with no context, zoomed in on his
It's
face.
all right.
And I'm
No,
like,
not even a while ago. I still do that.
I mean, he still does it throughout this day. And I'm literally weirded out, like, why does he do that? Like, why does he send selfies and say weird things? But then when I got to know you, I think like, again from you, I was like, okay, this guy's cool. So
It's like-
I underestimated that.
No,
I'm like,
also it's just I did it because it was funny. I just did it because it was so random, like and out of context. You're like people just start bursting in the laughter.
yeah, and
Hopefully, but like
stalking everybody's Facebook page when I first met them, saw yours and was like, this guy's weird. Like, why does he have fly badminton racket post it on his Instagram or Facebook and like,
right.
I was like, what?
I was armed and ready for war.
See, weird.
Oh, if you ever get to do a WavyTalks on Jock, I don't know if my boy TJ.
I'll tell you.
If you ever get to him, you will get weirder questions. You will have to prepare weirder
I'm not gonna
questions and weirder
that
answers.
man ever again. I'm not.
Ever again, I don't think it's
even.
I don't think
I'm
it's
not
ever gonna
doing
happen.
it. I'm not doing it. I don't care, and I'm never doing it. And Rob's laughing at the background. I could see it. You guys just can't see it, but he will be featured too. So that's our friendship, and hope you guys enjoyed how weird it is. But here's the last question.
I feel very. I wouldn't say offended, but if you're calling me weird,
I'm the weird one.
no.
Oh, no, TJ's the weird one.
Yeah.
TJ's the weirdest of all of them. But yeah, we have no choice.
But I got most of the weird stuff from him because this man would just wake.
True.
No,
he shows weird stuff in his gallery.
Not even just that. This
But
man.
that didn't expose.
This man woke me up. No, I have a story. This man woke me up in the middle of the night. It's like he calls me Banzon because it was a really like messed up word spelling of my name.
Yeah.
He was like, Banzon, wake up. And he'd always do this in a really deep voice at 3 a.m. on
Yo.
Discord. Specifically a really deep voice. He's like, wake up, let's play. I'm like, dude, it's 3 in the morning, let me sleep. And he just sends me some random thing and it's just like, you know what? Nope, I fully expect this from him. Let me log on.
Yeah. That's his friends. That's what they do, and
That's my boy.
he's proud of them. Yeah.
That's
Okay. Well, last question. This is a really fast interview, but what do you think your future will be in the music production?
That's really hard to say.
Good.
Right? Because with the rate, because here's the thing, at this point I'm pretty much just starting out, right? And I have no backing. I guess the biggest backing is my friends who actually do music. That's the biggest backing I have.
Yeah.
For me, of course, I want to succeed, right? Because it's something I love doing. I want to do something that my idols did, right? So I can't really say, but I'm just gonna make it as good as I can.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, really, I don't know what else I would be doing. Because that's really dangerous of me to say because I'm only at this young age and I'm saying, oh, this is the only way I think I can make it.
Yeah, I get
Right?
it.
Because and if I don't make it, oh, what else is gonna happen to me? But as much as possible. Because we had a talk earlier about someone if you like doing what you're doing, almost force your way to make it happen. And what they said, I'm gonna force myself to make it happen. I'm just gonna try my best, get on as much as possible, and make as much as possible.
Yeah, in perfect timing, your picture just appeared on your phone, and that's
Which one was this one? Which photo is this? I don't remember what photo that was, but that's it's one of the dumb photos I have of myself.
Yes, I told you guys, he takes weird photos, but we love him for that. But yeah, that's your story.
More or less, yeah. That's what I want to do because I think my biggest inspiration when it comes to that, not necessarily inspiration from rapping, but on wider rap, is J. Cole. Because that man, it was J. Cole, he's one of those fake deep. It's it's not really fake deep. Dude's got his moments, and J. Cole's run right now is incredible. But that man started out, he moved all the way to New York City.
Wow.
Right? Because from North Carolina to New York to study, get rap. This man grinded for years and years. You can even see him in interviews and some public events in New York City where he was still a nobody. He was some guy on MTV. He was at some party at Dave Chappelle's, a block party. I think it was in 2004 or 6. I can't necessarily remember. Ooh, lighting changed. But it was just there's this clip of him. It's I can't remember if he's the Most Def, Talib Kweli, or Dave himself saying, "Who's an MC in the air?" And this man raised both of his hands, and he did not get chosen or whatever.
Yeah, I get there.
And there's this man grinded and grinded to make it where he is today, and he's easily, maybe alongside Kendrick, the top MC, top rapper at this moment, not named Nasir Jones.
Yeah,
that incredible. He hasn't even dropped he quote unquote his biggest album yet, with The Fall Off.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for that whenever that comes out because he said somewhere on social media that his incredible feature run from 2018 onwards was only an exercise for his lyrics, his pen, his writing. And if all of the Johnny P. Caddies, the one with J Hope, and then London, First Person Shooter with Drake. If all of those were just exercises, I can't wait to see what the album's like.
Yeah, I get you there.
And he I was also just getting into Cole's music the first time earlier this year. And then when I got to the sideline story, because I started off with Forest Hills Drive, and then I started with Born Sinner after that, and then I think I can't either remember For Your Eyes Only or KOD, but then I went to the sideline story. It sounded how hungry he was. I haven't even gotten to the mixtapes, because the mixtapes, I think that's when he was really, really hungry. But when he got signed, you could really still hear the hunger in his voice, his delivery, his everything. Yeah. That's when I got really inspired. His song Sideline Story may be the most inspirational piece of music I've heard all year, at least for me.
I get you.
Because it's just how he came up in the game. This was all the way back in 2010, I believe, when you still had to buy CDs, had to buy physical copies for your music.
I still do that.
Right, but actual CDs to get and play the music, and it was this man really grinded to be in a position that he's finally signed by one of the greatest of all time to do it, Jay-Z, and he's now one of the greatest to do it of all time himself.
Yeah,
and that's truly inspirational to me, and I don't want to be copying other rapper styles. I a lot of my inspirations writing wise are punchline type rappers. But if I want to be someone to be described as, I don't want to be described as J. Cole as a copy. Yeah. But in terms of story, in terms of grind, I want to be the Philippines is J. Cole. I did this out of anything.
That's the future. Okay,
right.
Guys.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's a really great future story for you, that you want to become the next Jay-Z, right?
J. Cole.
Okay, I don't know anybody.
But Jay's you want to
be the next J. Cole, but in the Philippines version. I absolutely understood that. Hopefully, his dreams reach, because we have dreams, and obviously they reach up pretty mostly. once you reach it up, you'll be very happy within your
Hopefully.
life that you
Hopefully.
did it. But
Yeah.
to be honest with you, getting to know your backstory of
Right.
becoming a rapper in the music production and then
It's a
featuring
very
yourself
indie song, to be
in-
honest with you. It's
Yeah.
a really indie song. Still.
and featuring in the recent song and I Am Become That, getting to know our friendship and what's your life going to be in the next few years, which might possibly, when looking back at this interview, you possibly know that you changed your whole life.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I just want to like look back on this whole journey that I, have up to this point. A very short journey, in
Yeah.
fact, but hopefully in the long run it comes longer, and I get to a further and further
Yeah.
destination, of
I
course.
get it.
But one day looking back, this wasn't for nothing, right?
Yeah, true. But yeah, I just really want to say thanks, Gian, for making the time for our interview. It was such a hectic week, and finally we got it. We got to.
We've been planning this
Do
for like
this.
what, over a week now? Over a week or
2
two?
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, making the questions and then scheduling, and finally we're here. I'm so happy that we finally did it. But yeah, getting to know it, I'm very thankful. But yeah, make sure to check out his new song.
I Am
Featured.
Become Death.
Yeah,
I'm
react to
featured.
it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, people say it's good. I think it's, not to downplay myself or not to like say, oh, this isn't even my best work, but it's not my best work.
Yeah.
Like, stream I Am Become Death on all streaming platforms. I know it's on Apple Music. I know it's on Spotify. I know it's on YouTube Music, I mean.
Yeah.
And then, support my boys at Next Tone. Great performers, great live performers, great writers, great composers. They're great.
And you never know, you might come up with a new song soon.
Yeah. Well, that's most definitely happening. I'm just not gonna say what or when.
Yeah, it will be a surprise. And also, thanks for Gob for being a cameraman.
Gob, come on, show your face, show yourself, man. Yeah.
Yes, he just joined us.
There you go.
The cameraman, and thankfully he agreed. But yeah, thanks, Gob. I appreciate you. But yeah, that's all. Thank you all for watching. Thanks again, Gian. I'll see you all later. Next interview and things like that. All right, guys. Bye.
Yeah. It's G.